Good morning. Good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and we are walking our way through the Bible, reading our way through Proverbs, digging in deep into the book of 2 Corinthians, and as always, putting on the whole armor of God. Hope everyone had a wonderful Father's Day yesterday, and I pray that you are looking forward to today and all that it has in store for us. Let's take a look at birthday shout outs today. I believe that we have a couple. Let's check them out. Elva Reminick. Elva has been a friend of mine for many years. She was one of my big supporters when I worked in the kitchen at East Valley Church. Give them a hand on Sundays. She's going, I like the way you cut your apples and the cheese. And she would always come in and give us a hand. So Elva, wishing you a very, very happy birthday. Hope that you and Remy are, that's not quite right. Elva, just wishing you a very happy birthday. And Andrew Hoagland. Andrew is he is on the peripheral of the real estate business. They're bringing out products to help realtors down in Arizona. So Andrew, happy birthday to you. Timothy Tone Chow. Timothy is a realtor here in the South Bay, a hugely successful realtor. Wishing you all the best. And then Daryl Davis, just an old friend of mine that was just one of the nicest guys that you could meet. He was a coach with us at East Hills Little League. And I put out a picture a week or so ago of guys that went down to the umpires clinic with me down in San Bernardino. Daryl was one of those guys. Daryl also worked with me for a short while at in the liquor business. So Daryl, you are a terrific man, and just wishing you a very happy birthday. And Danny Burgess is again, he is in the real estate business here in the South Bay, but I believe he is down towards Palo Alto, if I'm not mistaken, and leading a business out of that area. So, Elva, Andrew, Timothy, Daryl, and Danny, happy birthday to you all. And if it is your birthday out there, happy birthday to you. God bless you. Enjoy your day. Then I want to remember our friends here, Curtis, Rex, Danny, Red, Shelly, Nancy, Rosie, Ashley, and then our friend Mayan, who passed away over the weekend. So Mayan, just thinking about you and praying for your family. So God bless each one of you. Take a look at what we've got today. It is, let's see, Proverbs chapter 21, 1 through 31, 2 Corinthians 10, 1 through 18, and Ephesians 6, 10 through 18, as always, putting on the whole armor of God. It is Monday, June 21st, the second day of summer, and that summer has come in like a lion, roaring with the heat. And then it is 56 degrees here in San Jose. So we're a little bit cooler than even yesterday. And I hope we bring down those temperatures just a little bit more so that I can venture out to the sun. Okay, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and get ourselves going into, let's take a look up here real quick and see who we've got here with us. Kevin and Fitzgerald, blessings, Monday blessings, everybody. Blessings to you, Kevin. And hope that you had a wonderful day yesterday. And hope Ava is just finding this outside world new and exciting. Scott Ricard, our Florida connection is complete. Good morning, Charles and everyone. Scott Ricard, good morning to you. Diane Cazares-Hayhurst, good morning, everyone. Diane, good morning to you. Frank good morning, Charles. And Frank good evening to you. Thank you for being here. Good morning, all, and happy Monday. Absolutely happy Monday to everyone. And then Lana L. Ferguson, good morning, all. Happy Monday. Lana, so glad that you are here. Happy Monday to you. I'm Frank now. Good morning, Diane, Kevin, and Scott. Good morning, everyone. Arnie, Archie, and I are here. Have a wonderful Monday. Good morning, you all. And especially Archie and Arnie and Kathy. I hope that you are staying cool out in the valley, because I know it has been blazing. Just a little bit too hot for this old boy. And then Gloria Brown, good morning, Gloria. Good morning to you. So glad that you were here. Glad that you are all here. And then Frank Nell, good morning, Lana, Kathy, and Gloria. Nancy Medina, Tibio Malunda, good morning and good evening to you, Nancy. And Scott Ricard, good evening, Frank Nell. And let's get ourselves going here on life and conduct. On life and conduct. The king's heart is like a channel of water in the hand of the Lord. Every man's way is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the hearts. To do righteousness and justice is desired by the Lord more than sacrifice. Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the lamp of the wicked is sin. The plans of the diligent lead surely to advantage, but everyone who is hasty comes surely to poverty. The acquisition of treasures by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor, the pursuit of death. The violence of the wicked will drag them away because they refuse to act with justice. The way of a guilty man is crooked, but as for the pure, his conduct is upright. It is better to live in a corner of a roof than in the house shared with a contentious woman. The soul of the wicked desires evil. His neighbor finds no favor in his eyes. When the scoffer is punished, the naive become wise. But when the wise is instructed, he receives knowledge. The righteous one considers the house of the wicked, turning the wicked to ruin. He who shuts his ear to the cry of the poor will also cry himself and not be answered. A gift in secret subdues anger, and a bribe in the bosom strong wrath. The exercise of justice is joy for the righteous, but is terror of the workers of iniquity. A man who wanders from the way of understanding will rest in the assembly of the dead. He who loves pleasure will become a poor man. He who loves wine and oil will not become rich. The wicked is a ransom for the righteous, and the treacherous is in the place of the upright. It is better to live in a desert land than with the contentious and vexing woman. There is precious treasure and oil in the dwelling of the wise, but a foolish man swallows it up. He who pursues righteousness and loyalty finds life, righteousness, and honor. A wise man scales the city of the mighty and brings down the stronghold in which they trust. He who guards his mouth and his tongue guards his soul from troubles. Proud, haughty, scoffer are his names, who acts with insolent pride. The desire of the sluggard puts him to death, for his hands refuse to work. All day long he is craving, while the righteous gives and does not hold back. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination. How much more when he brings it with evil intent? A false witness will perish, but the man who listens to the truth will speak forever. A wicked man displays a bold face, but as for the upright, he makes his way sure. There is no wisdom and no understanding and no counsel against the Lord. The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but victory belongs to the Lord. So we say it all the time: wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Seek all those. Listen to the Lord. Listen to what we are being told. Turn away from evil. Walk that straight path, that straight road towards righteousness. Good morning, Scott R. Good evening, Nancy. We want to make sure that we're following that path. We want to make sure that we are given good guidance, heeding the instruction from Solomon coming directly from the Lord. Every man's way is right in his own eyes, but the Lord weighs the hearts. We got to understand. We have to understand that the Lord can see everything. He can see what is truly on your heart. He knows. So we need to be open and sharing and in prayer for the right things. We have to know that there is much evil out there, and we have to turn away from it and turn towards the right things, seeking to do right, seeking to understand, seeking knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. And that's what it's all about. And that's a great way to start your Monday morning. It's a great way to start every day. And it's a great way to start young Archie. Turn to Paul. Paul describes himself in Corinthians, in 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Need a little warm tea. Check here real quick. Peggy Harmeyer. Good morning to you. Good morning, all. Peggy, so glad that you have joined us. Hope that you are doing well, and thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Paul describes himself. Now I, Paul, myself urge you by the meekness and gentleness of Christ, I who am meek when face to face with you, but bold towards you when absent. I seek that when I am present, not to need to be bold, with the confidence with which I propose to be courageous against some, who regard us as if we walked according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war according to the flesh. For our weapons of warfare are not of the flesh, but divinely powerful for the destruction of the fortresses. We are destroying speculations and every lofty thing raised up against the knowledge of God, and we are taking every thought captive to obedience of Christ. And we are ready to punish all disobedience whenever your obedience is complete. You are looking at things as they are outwardly. If anyone is confident in himself that he is Christ, if anyone is confident in himself that he is Christ, let him consider this again within himself, that just as he is Christ, so also are we. For even if I boast somewhat further about my authority, about our authority, which the Lord gave for building you up and not for destroying you, I will not be put to shame. For I do not wish to seem as if I would terrify you by my letters. For they say his letters are weighty and strong, but his personal presence is unimpressive and his speech contemptible. Let such a person consider this, that we are in the word by letters when absent. Such persons we are also indeed when present. We are not bold to class or compare ourselves with some of those who commend themselves, but when they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are without understanding. But we will not boast beyond our measure, but within the measure of the sphere which God apportioned to us, a measure, to reach even as far as you. For we are not overextending ourselves if we did not reach to you, for we were the first to come even as far as you in the gospel of Christ, not boasting beyond our measure, that is, in the other man's labors, but with the hope that as our faith grows, we will be within our sphere enlarged even more by you, so as to preach the gospel even to the regions beyond you, and not to boast in what has been accomplished in the sphere of another. But he who boasts is to boast in the Lord. For it is not he who commends himself that is approved, but he whom the Lord commends. So what this is talking, this is Paul talking as part of his letter, letting him know there are others out there that are coming to that land, coming to Corinth, and saying that, hey, Paul is not an apostle. There were certain people that came. There were the 12 that were the super apostles, and Paul was not one of those. And they are coming to put him down and say, we are bringing you the proper word of Christ. And we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. But Paul is saying, I came to you first. I brought the word of Christ to you, and I will continue to bring the word of Christ to you. I am not boasting in myself. I am boasting in Christ. I am not going to other lands where people have already brought in Christ. But when I do go to those other lands, I will be bringing up the names of the people that were here, and I will be commending them if they are indeed teaching about the risen Christ, our risen Lord. But there are people here that are putting him down. And Paul is saying, I have no reason to be put down. I have come here to praise you, to praise our God, to help bring the word of Christ to you, and to raise you to be worshipers of Christ. Not to be worshipers of me, but to be worshipers of Christ, our risen Lord. And he is also letting know that this is not just a battle of the flesh. This is a spiritual battle. Because you don't go to where another person is and put them down. I do not go to somebody else's work and talk badly about them. Just as I would expect somebody not to come where I'm working and talk badly about me. And this is exactly what's going on in the Bible. And we're going to learn more about that as we dig in. But Paul is saying, hey, I am boastful, but my boasting is for the Lord. Is for you to learn more about the Lord. For you to learn more about our risen Christ. For you to gain that understanding. And for other people to come in. There is a problem with that. And Paul is in battle with that. And he knows what's going on is wrong. And he is going to fight for that. He talks about his speech when he's there with them. They're saying, hey, he is not really impressive. He is not being emphatic like he is in his letters. He is not pounding people down. He is not putting people in his place when he is in front of you, but he is doing it with his letters. And he's letting them know my letters need to be strong because I am not there. But when I am there with you, you get to see exactly who I am, the person that I am. I am going to be meek. What does he say? I am meek when face to face with you, but bold towards you when absent. It's going, it comes across when I am in front of you. I don't need to be confrontational. I want you to get the word. I want you to understand the word and get it. But when I am away, I need to make sure that you understand that I see what's going on. I hear what's going on. And I want you to know that I know what is happening. And any boast that he makes is for Christ, not for him. He is there to build them up, not to tear them down. He is to build the church up, not to tear the church apart. And the people that are coming there are tearing the church apart. They are infusing doubt in the church that Paul has built. And Paul is saying that is not right, and we need to turn away from it. And we'll get in more to that tomorrow. Let's turn to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. And this is where Paul gets in. And this is what he's talking about with the spiritual battle. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his might. Put on the full armor of God so that you'll be able to stand firm against the schemes of the devil. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the powers, against the world forces of this darkness, against the spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly places. Therefore, take up the full armor of God so that you'll be able to resist in the evil day, and having done everything to stand firm. Stand firm, therefore, having girded your loins with truth, having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and having shod your feet with the preparation of the gospel of peace. In addition to all, taking up the shield of faith, with which you will be able to extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. With all prayer and petition, pray at all times in the Spirit. With this in view, be on the alert with all perseverance and petition for all the saints. And I'm going to go ahead and read a couple more verses. And pray on my behalf, that utterance may be given to me in the opening of my mouth, to make known with boldness the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains, and that in proclaiming it, I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. And again, that is Paul speaking, and he is talking to the Ephesians, but he is also bringing this same topic to the folks in Corinth and laying this out for them, making sure that they understand that they are in a spiritual battle. And he is in that battle with them. And he is helping to lead them into the knowledge of Christ and to understand more of what living a life in Christianity as being part of this early church. Theodora Moga, thank you, Charles. Theodora, thank you for being here. Keith Landers, good morning to you. Keith, I hope that you had a wonderful Father's Day. Debbie Mackey, thank you for your faithfulness. Debbie Mackey, God bless you. Thank you for being here, Debbie. I loved you and I loved seeing you on Saturday. And thank you for the singing that you guys did, you and Dan. Just blessed us all. And good morning, Keith Landers. And hello, Jimmy Fontabla from the Philippines. I want to wish everyone a wonderful day. I hope that you go out and you are able to help somebody. Lend a hand. Say a good word. Reach out. If you can give somebody just a simple blessing. That's what we've been talking about since day one. Just to reach out and give somebody a hand, even if it's just a good word on the phone. If somebody has been on your mind, reach out to them. There'll be no better way to start your Monday unless you got one of your grandbabies there with you. So, I wish everyone a wonderful day. God bless. Go out and have an awesome day in the Lord. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow as we continue our walk through the Bible. Our reading of Proverbs, digging in deep into the book of 2 Corinthians, and as always, putting on the whole armor of God. Have a great day.